Well, friends of Mundo Maldini, Botafogo is the champion of the Copa Libertadores de America, which we have followed here with all the images. Of course, we are going to see a comprehensive summary of the final. But first, here are the starting 11s with Everson in goal. This is Atlético Mineiro, Lianco, Batalla, Junior, Alonso with Arana and Gustavo Scarpa, who I played too far back in the wing with Franco Iberra in the double pivot, and then Paulinho, Daverson, and the veteran Hulk. That is the Atlético Mineiro team. And for Botafogo, we have John Vitinho, Adrielson, Barbosa, and Alex Teles, the former Sevilla player. Arana also played for Sevilla, by the way. Marlon Freitas won, Gregorio, who lasted 30 seconds in the match, meaning Botafogo played with 10 men the entire match due to Gregorio's expulsion, with Luis Enrique, a great moment of form for the former Real Betis player, Almada on the left, Sabarino the Venezuelan, and up front, Igor Jesus, the center forward who is playing with the Brazilian national team. These were the 11. They were left with 10 very early due to an expulsion of Gregorio for a wild tackle that we don't have the images for with Miola, so we can't see that tremendous tackle in this summary. Botafogo was already down to 10 as soon as the match started. A shot from Hulk here that is caught, well deflected by John, the Botafogo goalkeeper. There is the veteran Hulk. Logically, later, you will see at the end of the match, we will see a lot of data with the scout report on what the match was like in terms of possession, shots, etc. Because logically, with one more player throughout the match, Atlético Mineiro dominated overwhelmingly, but incredibly, Botafogo ended up winning the final. This ball is for Luis Enrique. Watch the cut in the area. The ball goes back. That shot falls to Luis Enrique, and Luis Enrique scores the first goal. There, it is, the goal for Botafogo. They were playing with 10 men the whole match since the 30th second, and there they scored the first goal. Luis Enrique, when he enters the Brazilian national team, is doing really well. When he enters the Brazilian national team, 2009 Savinho, the Manchester City player, often starts. But watch out for the moment. The great form of Luis Enrique and the great form of Botafogo in general, because they are about to win the Brazilian championship after beating Palmeiras on March 4th in the previous match. It's very close. Watch out for the penalty taken by Teles, and it's 2-0-0-2 for Atlético Mineiro. A quite clear penalty that was committed by the Botafogo goalkeeper, the Atlético Mineiro goalkeeper, which was committed by Everson. There is Teles' shot for the 2-0. There it is. He hits it perfectly. And Botafogo was getting closer to winning this Copa Libertadores. The penalty, the images of the penalty haven't helped us either, by the way. Thanks to the friends at CONMEBOL for allowing us to use these images, but we don't have the entire summary. This is Vargas' shot that came right after the start of the second half. The Chilean Vargas, the veteran Vargas, started scoring for Atlético Mineiro, making the match a bit more equal with that shot from Vargas. And the entire second half remained to think that Atlético Mineiro could turn it around. The wear and tear, logically without the ball for Botafogo, but nothing could be further from reality. There is Hulk's corner and Vargas' perfect shot for February 1st. At that moment, Atlético Mineiro was officially the home team in the final, played in Buenos Aires at Rivers Field, so February 1st for Botafogo, the entire second half remained. There is Vargas' shot with Hulk. Well, from here on, Atlético Mineiro logically dominated then that ball for Hulk again, who has had a great Copa Libertadores, by the way. The team of Gabi Milito, that shot from Davidson goes wide. Vargas couldn't reach it. Davidson arrived at the far post, but he couldn't score the equalizer. Once again, Hulk, from whom practically all the most dangerous attacking plays started, the back pass from Daverson. And that shot, or the ball that the Botafogo defense clears as best as they can. Now we are going to see some details in the Wyscout report, so you can see some more things about what this match was, of course, watching a comprehensive summary. The ball again for Hulk. He makes the cut. Hulk looks for the shot. Good intervention by John, Botafogo's goalkeeper. There is Hulk's shot, John sending the ball to the corner, and Atlético Mineiro gradually faded away. Friends of Mundo Maldini, little by little, Atlético Mineiro faded away. Let's see some more images. We are already watching a comprehensive summary, especially of this second half. The ball for Yusan, for Vargas. Vargas' cross. Iverson can't finish. There's another one as always. The ball for Hulk. He gets away very well from the fullback. He played that ball to the far post. Yusan. You see how they were very much retracted, logically, with all 10 players packed back, defending with a line of 5 and 4, a 5-4-0. That high ball from from Vargas. defending with everything Botafogo could. The team very much back. Logically, a line of 5, a line of 4 midfielders, and everyone on the edge of the area holding on. But incredibly, March 1st was going to arrive before this very clear opportunity for Vargas that goes over. Atlético Mineiro kept pressing. Another ball. This deep ball. Again, the fight Vargas. Watch out for the mistake. That ball bounces and he hits it poorly. There is Gabi Milito who couldn't believe it. Desperate because the final was practically served on a platter right from the start. It is true that Botafogo was arriving much better because they come from a good run, about to win the Brazilian championship. Atlético Mineiro is not having a good Brazilian tournament by any means. But after that expulsion, Gabi Milito's team was the clear favorite to win the final. And we are already in the final stretch. Botafogo is desperate. This is Marlon Freitas. Watch the cut. The ball is deflected. That ball in the area with that shot that goes wide. And their options were running out, certainly. Atlético Mineiro, friends of Mundo Maldini. Watch the play. We are already in the final stretch. That ball taken by Junior Santos. And there is the goal by Junior Santos for the definitive March 1st. In the second half, while players like Danilo Barbosa came in for Chavarino, Marçal, Mateus Martins, Junior Santos, well, he came in for Almada in the 81st minute to give a bit more freshness to the midfield, to the attack. And in the end, he ended up scoring this for definitive. March 1st. There is Junior Santos. The ball touches a defender. When the Botafogo defender touches it, it is not offside, logically. And Junior Santos ends up scoring the definitive. March 1st, Botafogo, champions of America, friends of Mundo Maldini, an exciting final, an epic final with that expulsion in the early moments of the match. With 10 Botafogo players, certainly Botafogo couldn't have more things against them. Botafogo had many more fans than Atlético Mineiro. That is also true. There were many more Botafogo supporters. And there is Junior Santos. We have the president of Colmebol, Mr. Dominguez Artur Jorge. There we saw the coach of Botafogo, champions of the Copa Libertadores of America. The first title in Botafogo's history. A historic day for Botafogo. They could be historic days because they could win the Copa Libertadores of America and the Brazilian League in one go. So, congratulations, Botafogo. We have seen a broad summary. Some plays were missing, but that is what CONMEBOL has provided us. Let's take a look at some details from the Wyscout report that I want you to see, friends of Mundo Maldini, because, of course, with such an early expulsion, look at the average positions of the two teams. Notice where Atlético Mineiro was, logically with the defense very high and Botafogo very withdrawn. On top of that, they scored 2 goals in the first half. In the second half, the team was very, very much back, logically. As for ball possession, you will see it here as well. Logically, Atlético Mineiro had much more ball possession, permanently with one more player, more precision in passes. But in the end, notice that the percentage of duels won, despite having one player less. Logically, Botafogo's players won many duels. They went to the limit. Offensive actions per minute, more from Atlético Mineiro, but it was quite difficult for them to make offensive actions in the second half, with Botafogo's fatigue after February 1st even more so, but it was quite difficult. And I want to highlight, for example, let's see, it's just that, of course, logically, well, this is about Gregorio, which is quite curious. Notice Gregorio in the first minute sent off all zeros, 2 actions, both losses, and here are the 2 actions he made in the match until he was sent off. Details, I really like Savarino, but the attacking players hardly participated. They hardly participated. Let's see, for example, one of the key players, which is Almada. Notice a player like Almada, who needs to have a lot of offensive weight in the team, only 38 actions. 1 shot, none on target, and those are the actions he made. It is logical that practically without actions, the attacking players of Botafogo still managed to pull off an incredible match, an incredible final. Look, Luis Enriquez, only 19 actions, 13 correct, 100% of passes, only 6 passes in the entire match, but it was enough for him to be absolutely decisive. Here are the actions he made. 3 inside the area. He won them in the first half and lost some near his own area. So, well, an absolutely historic title, of course, for Botafogo. Let's take a look to finish. Friends of Mundo Maldini at some cold data, as I like to say, about the team. 77-23 ball possession. 68 possessions. Notice that it allowed up to 13 possessions of more than 45 seconds for Atlético Mineiro against Botafogo. Logically. In terms of offensive actions, notice 48 for Atlético Mineiro versus 18 for Botafogo, 19 shots to 5 shots. No counterattacks from either side. There wasn't a single counterattack in this match that crowned Atletico. Sorry, Botafogo as champions of America. A hug. Bye.